working right now. So I'm going to check real quick on my phone. Give me 1 second. In order to avoid echo, plug your ears. It says that I'm hosting Bob Ross. Why is it not showing my live stream? There it goes. Hey, I can hear myself. Lovely. Sound is working. Hooray! So let's get to our sound on version of Twitch so that we're not getting echoes. Go away, please. Perfect. Okay. So, I have some polishes here, as you can see. My general plan / idea for what we're doing today is this Chirality polish, which is very fall vibes kind of a feeling. Let me get you zoomed in just a touch so that you can actually, whoops, I didn't mean to pull on that. I'm gonna peek behind the curtain there, excuse me. And take your video. Yes, please. And then we want the zoom. Bloop.
Bad.
There we go. We've got autofocus on right now, I guess. So let's do the thing where it tries to autofocus. Also known as turning off autofocus, because apparently it's not going to do its job. There. See? Very fall kind of tones. It is from Hella Handmade Creations, Hullabaloo. So, apparently, it says 4 of 9. So there were 9 polishes that were sold of this, I guess. I don't know. Limited edition, apparently. So if you like it, you're going to have to find something similar, unfortunately. That's going to be our base color. And then what I'm thinking, oh, we got a big cat friend. Hi, baby girl. Right. You get to experience the big cat instead of my face. Because she's too cute. Look at her.
Okay,
and then we're going to be doing some of this. Yes, audio is working. Praise. Hi.
You get him.
Probably doing layered stamping with this Holo Taco 1 Coat Black, which I just got.
What was I saying about Golden XP?
My black stamping polishes that I have currently, that I have used previously. That's very tilty. I'm sorry if that bothers you.
Just be malfight, dude.
Where'd she go? Oh, that's her butt. She's like right behind me. That's her head right there in front of the air conditioner. The black stamping polishes that I had before I got this are really a bear to clean up, and I've heard multiple people say that this is a lot easier to get off the skin. And when you're stamping, there's a lot of black around the cuticle area if you don't use liquid latex. So I'm going to try that probably, and then we're going to be doing a gradient of different metallics across the different nails for the stamping. That's the plan anyway. This and this and this are Essie Penny Talk, Essie Good as Gold, and Essie No Place Like Chrome, and they are my tried and true stamping metallics that I like. They're not like intended to be stamping metallics, but they do stamp really well, and they're wonderful metallics. So those I know work really well, and then I found these, I think they were being re-promoted or something at CVS, and I had a coupon, like an extra bucks and stuff, and so I basically got them for free. This one is called Stars Aligned. This one is called Reflection Perfection. That's not in purpose. There we go. And then this one is called In My Orbit.
I mean, normally I get PD, but I have
and they are also Essie metallics.
Yeah.
I have not yet tried stamping with them, and we'll see if they work or not. But they kind of fit very conveniently into, like, this silver is a more cool toned silver than this one, and this gold is a more warm toned gold than this one, and then this is a more rose gold and less copper version of this. So
It's really relaxing hearing someone
there are
else do
6
it.
of them. We're probably only going to use 5 if the new ones stamp. If the new ones don't stamp, then we're just going to use these 3, and we'll do like a blend nail or something with 2 colors each. We'll see. We will see. So what I'm going to do before I have nail polish on my nails, because I'm a smart person, is put my tape out for getting ready for stamping. You can see my side of my board here. This is like my little wooden table thing that I had custom made on Etsy. I should look up the name of that shop so I can reference you guys. They were very helpful, and they put like a special sealant on it that's acetone resistant, so I don't have to worry about ruining it if I spill nail polish remover on it, or I can clean it with nail polish remover and it still looks like beautiful wood. But I like to stick my tape to the side of this so that I can clean off my stamper head without acetone. I don't think you can see that very well without me moving my light. So let me move my light. You see, this is the wood, and I stick the tape in like a big loop. And then as I'm stamping, after I stamp on the nail, then I can just boop, and it takes the excess off. Quick and easy. And I don't want to have to worry about getting that up after I have polish on. So, there you go. My stamper and scraper are in reach. My plates, I haven't decided which plate I'm using. We should probably do that before I get nail polish on my nails too.
Well, what? Bye, Echo. See you later.
This is the scraper that I've used the most often. I also have used it as palette and have not bothered cleaning it off. So there's that. I was doing a little bit of fiddling with this stamping plate, which has a bunch of leaves on it that I liked. It's a Moyra stamping plate called Green Leaves, plate number 79. So we might use this. I like these little sprigs. They're good for layered stuff. So we might do that. I have quite a lot of leafy looking stamping plates. My stamping plates are supposed to live in this binder that has a little sticker on it. That's 2 little nail polish bottles. But some of my stamping plates have made a temporary home in this box because they fell out of my binder and I didn't want to put them back in because I was lazy. So let's find the leafy ones that are in here. We got some spriggy sort of leaves on this one. This is Flower Power Collection 28 from Moyou London.
I guess I'm supposed to get blue because of ABC.
I always commiserate with Colette from My Simple Little Pleasures when she talks about not cleaning off her stamping plates after she's done using them. And instead just cleaning them off when she's ready to use them the next time, because I do that. That one's a bunch of stars. This one is really cool, but the flowers are too big for my nails. If I want like the whole flower, you can see like that rose, like maybe on my thumb. That's not the look I'm going for today. I want something sprig-ish. This is a plate that I break out every year for Christmas time, winter time. I can't recommend it to anyone though because it's made by Born Pretty Store and I don't support them since I found out that they're thieves. This one has a couple of sprigs on it. That might be cute. And it has this layered fill in the blank, like color it in for you kind of layered stamping situation. That's one of the Uber Chic Lovely Leaves. Uber Chic Lovely Leaves 02. I love that whole collection of plates. This one is Christmas stuff. This one is kind of leafy, but not really as many sprigs that are leafy. I mean, it's got this one. That one's cute. It's kind of oakish, actually. We'll keep it as a potential. option.
Let's go. Let's go to
And
Greg.
this one has quite a bit of
I
spriggishness.
already used my flash and everything.
It is the Leslie Greenery 2. This one was Maniology M022, the little Thanksgiving wreath one. One of my biggest pet peeves with stamping plates was stamping plates that had printing on the back that would come off with acetone. This one doesn't, but I have some other ones that do. This one is very spriggish.
Question.
Lots of options here.
Yeah,
that's the Botanical Collection
really
01
plate
from
do you think someone's
Moyou.
gonna do with that? That it like needs to not be.
Mom is saying they just added a commercial to my stream. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I don't, I haven't streamed in a while, and I don't think that you are following me, and I think that they automatically do that to everyone who is not a, well, I guess you follow me, but you're not a subscriber. I'm going to say that again because I'm pretty sure you didn't hear me because there's an advertisement.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they add an advertisement if you're not a subscriber. This one has a lot of flowers on it. But again, they are larger than what I'm looking for today. Mom, can you hear me? Yes, okay, good. So, yes, I know that you are a subscriber, Praise, and I know that you did not get an advertisement, but Mom just texted me, because she doesn't have Twitch chat. Look at the cool gradient that I did on that one. That design is on my Instagram somewhere if you want to check it out. That one is a bunch of Thanksgiving foods. Praise says hi. Hi, Mom. This one is cool, but not what we're looking for. We want sprigs. Again, very pretty, but not what we're looking for. It's got a lot of like scattered leaf looks. This particular image here is one of my favorite leaf images. That's like another one of the Uber Chic Lovely Leaves plates.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay.
Nope. A new book design, Praise. I'll have to check it out after stream. Is it the Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell one that you were talking about? You know, part of the fun of not cleaning off your stamping plates when you're done using them is remembering the manicures that you've done with them most recently, because the colors on the plates are like, hey, do you remember this?
It's like 60 CS.
Oh, Norse mythology. That's kind of fun. This one is very agate, whatever you want to call it, inspired. Chic Peak Bundle Monster XL 476 with cat hair to boot. Not what we're going for today. Giant flowers, more fall stuff, but not sprigs. I have a fall leaf stamping plate collection niche that I definitely fit into. Hey, Praise, we were talking about indications of bricks earlier. Indications of bricks. Look at that. Nothing. Yeah, definitely also stone wall vibes. That one's more garlandy. Okay, so these are no. I'm curious about anybody else who's watching, including Mom, your opinions on warm tones versus cool tones in the category of blues. Praise and I were having this discussion yesterday. I think that blues that lean toward green are warmer, and that blues that lean toward purple are cooler. And Praise thinks that it's the opposite. And we were looking it up, and apparently it is a centuries-long debate among artists. Like most colors, like orange, right? An orange that leans red is warmer than an orange that leans yellow. Or like a green that leans yellow is warmer, and then a green that leans blue is cooler, right? But then when we get to blue, apparently there's some discrepancy in the mood that people perceive to go with it.
Nice.
My thought process is that as we're going down the rainbow, things that go like red's at the top, right? And then orange and then yellow, and as you go that way, it gets warmer. And as you go that way, it gets cooler. And then purple transitioning into red kind of loops back around, so it has to go cooler toward blue and then warmer toward red. But that it is the odd man out. That one is not spriggish enough. I still have not used very many letters off of this plate, but it is fun. And I would like to. I like these ones. So if you're watching this on playback or on YouTube or whatever later, please feel free to tell me your opinions. If you're in chat, obviously, you also can tell me your opinions. That's not really fall vibes, it's more floral. Or if you're a mom, you can text me. Yes, they're both cool because they're both blue, and blue is the coldest color. But if you had to pick a direction to lean, which one would be leaning warmer compared to the other? Right, like for example, this blue base coat, right, versus this blue that's in the stick. This has a slightly greener lean, this has a slightly purpler lean, even though they're both blue. I think that this one is warmer and this one is cooler, and Praise thinks the reverse. And Eden agrees with Praise, my friend Eden, and her sister agrees with me, and back, at least documented back into the 1700s. There have been printed things that disagree with each other about that point. Okay, that's it for all the options. So we're going to look at these semi-finalists, make some decisions. Yes, Doc, hello. Do you have an opinion about the coolness of blue? I streamed last Friday too, but my audio wasn't working. So it's working today, and I feel very happy about it. So we've got quite a bit of sprigginess here. I like that one. It's got a couple of different textures in the sprigginess. I also like that one. These are all relatively straight and therefore easy to kind of place around the nail without accommodating one another. These ones are kind of more curvy, right? So you have to be more intentional in your initial placement, I think, to be able to make them all work. If I were to pick between this and this, I think I'm leaning toward this today. So let's put that back away. Same thing here, I'm leaning toward that one. Botanical Collection, you're in the lead. Random spriggies, oh yes, that's what we're going for. We're going for spriggishness today. See, that one's too big. That doesn't vibe enough with the other sprigs to go into consideration. You're out of focus, I'm so sorry. Let me bring the focus further down, because I'm not going to be holding these all as close to the camera as I was before. Okay, there we go. So this one, I liked that it had the like fill-in double stamp situation, but it's not as long and lean as these. So that's a no. Nature does have chaos, but my nails are only so wide, and I want to be able to have variety. I feel like I can mix and match between these two plates with confidence. I'm going to clean this so you can see it. Ideal. And then we'll be able to kind of decide which sprigs we want. This is just cotton ball and some acetone. I was doing some stamping testing with this plate the other day, so the polishes that I was testing did not actually stamp very opaquely, so I ended up not using it.
If I'm there,
but that's why it's covered in polish. So we have some options here. This is the Moyra Green Leaves stamping plate 79.
That's the strategy, dude. Look, I was wrong.
I know the reflections are awful, but that's about as good as I get without like blocking off the light source entirely. And then this one is the Botanical Collection 01 from Moyou London.
You're dead. Oh,
ouch.
No, you're dead.
I'm sorry. I both banged into you and pinched my own finger. Skills.
Swain, don't do it.
Okay, I really like this little dude. He's probably going to end up somewhere with the berryish lumps. And what we're also going to do is clean off the edge of my scraper, because when you scrape, you want the scraper to be flat so that it evenly goes across the plate. If there's a buildup of polish on the edge, then it won't scrape fully flush with the metal surface, and you might get some streaking, which nobody wants.
Big place, dude. You keep that out.
And if you do, there's better ways to get it than that. I'm also doing that on all four sides because it's easier that way. Okay. Now what we're going to do is clean off my nail plates, because I have some soap and stuff from when I washed my hands earlier, I'm sure. And acetone is good for removing that from the nail plate. You know what I actually was trying out, and I was talking about on the stream that ended up being muted before I realized I was muted, so nobody heard me, is Glisten and Glow, the company that makes my favorite base coat and top coat, one of my two favorite top coats. Also just released this, which is called Dry and Prep. It's a pH balancer for the nail plate. It's supposed to extend your wear time for your base coat even more by balancing the pH of your nail plate. But it actually makes their base coat last less long on me than it usually does. It does make other base coats last longer on me, but not as long as their base coat alone does. So that's kind of funny. I have a little bit of dry skin around my nails, but I'm not going to worry about that right now, because I'm going to be taking a shower later, and I'm just going to exfoliate that then. And I don't have any cuticle sticking to that much. I have a couple of little bits on this hand and one on that nail, so I'm going to go over it with a little cuticle scrape, but we're just going to do a dry pass with that. We're not going to worry about getting cuticle remover or anything right now. We just want to get the little scrapey bits off, and I'm not touching my nails while I'm doing this. So I'm just going over the nail plate.
Yeah, ask me 6 years ago.
And then blowing off the excess, because that's fun and probably deafening to you. That's not why I'm doing it, though. I'm doing it because it's fun
That dies a
and it
lot.
prevents me from touching my nail plate while removing the little bit of cuticle that I'm removing. Now, some of you watching know this, I'm sure, because you're interested in nail things. Others of you who are watching might not know this. Cuticle is not this part of your skin. This is the eponychium, and then this is called the proximal nail fold. And it's not cuticle and shouldn't be removed. The proximal nail fold you can push back a little bit, and you can exfoliate it so that it doesn't take over your whole nail plate, and kind of gets rid of the dead end bits as they try to stick to the nail plate as it's traveling upward. But the cuticle is the bits that stay stuck to the nail plate as it's growing out from as your nail plate is growing out from underneath the proximal nail fold. The little sticky cells of the skin that adhere to the nail plate are the cuticle, and that is what you want to remove to have better polish adhesion. And then, like I said, you can just kind of push back on the proximal nail fold a little bit to reshape, if you so desire. See, there's some dry skin along the sidewall here. I am not fussed about that right now. I will deal with it later. Okay, we're going to go over it with acetone one more time. And then we're going to go put on base coat.
But
I'm getting blown out a little bit, so let me try to adjust my light slightly.
Nice. This guy also clears my wave all the time and ruins my farm. Yeah, he basically has no idea what he's doing ever.
Let's bring that down a little bit. There. That's a little better. Hey, can you see now?
Oh man, no, he has it. Oh my. I don't want him.
Getting fuzzies stuck on my nails. Okay, let's do base coat. I want to use my regular Glisten Glow base coat, I think.
Yeah, he's really annoying. I don't want to be near him. Yep. I know.
If we get any polish on the skin, we're just gonna go around real quick
He
and scoop it.
He's like a hot
off.
player because the wave pushes the tower, and he's like, "Oh no, it's gonna do damage to the tower." He starts spamming all the spells to clear it, and I'm like, "Well, goodbye, money." And he's not even toxic either. He already said sorry.
I don't know where Big Cat went. Ember, she comes and she goes. She decides that she wants to be the center of attention, or she decides that she wants to go off and be her aloof and lovely cat self somewhere by herself. There's a hair stuck here. I'm just going to start that over.
Yeah, he's something. He keeps forcing me to go back the worst times, and I can't buy anything. It's putting me so far behind. Give up.
What are you working on while you are lurking, Praise? Sorry to call you out on your lurk. Are you doing book stuff or fleshy stuff or something else or relaxing or what?
He's dead again.
He's good.
Yep.
Second hand. This thumb. I was also talking about this on stream, I'm pretty sure, before I had sound. For some reason, the cuticle line of this thumb when I'm painting, I always run into the cuticle. Always, 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 always. No matter what I do. Or it's very much too far away from the cuticle in the center there. And by cuticle, I mean the proximal nail fold, because colloquial terms, man. Sometimes you use them even if they're wrong. And then this nail on the side, my ring nail, I always hit the cuticle on the pinky side of it.
Oh my god. Yeah, we can't go bot this guy, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be fine if you just CC'd properly. She gets shut down really hard by literally one.
There's a hair right there. Okay.
Okay, it's not chasing.
I should have gotten myself a drink before I started stream. I didn't. I'm now contemplating going and doing so, but I'm not going to. I'm going to see if James will get me one after he's done with his game. Oh, come on. My tape is failing me. Get on there. Okay, so again,
Yeah,
this is
but
Chirality,
I don't know why I'm trying
Hullabaloo.
to help him. Probably can't win this one.
You can't really see that. The font is too
It's
small.
actually a bot.
I tried. Like I said, this is a very autumnal Crelly. It's got a lot of brown and orange and yellow in it. One of the things that I try to be careful with when I'm painting with Crellies is not getting a glitter too close to the cuticle line where I know I'm going to be doing cleanup, because it can discolor the edge of the glitter.
He went to him.
Like if that orange glitter was right up abutted against the cuticle area, and then I did some cleanup and I hit the edge of the glitter, it might turn it silverish instead of orange because it would remove the color from the glitter, but not actually remove the glitter itself because it's made of a metallic kind of a substance underneath. I'm not sure if glitters are actually made of metal or if they're like a metallic looking kind of plastic. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that acetone makes them silver because it takes away the color that they're like plated with, I guess. Or you know.
I'm out.
That glitter jumped all the way up on my skin.
I'll come back pretty hard from the Samira fill. But I'm still down 20 CS. Because I guess it clears all the time. I can evolve though. So that'll help a lot.
Get out of here. I use that little stand when I'm taking macro pictures of my swatch sticks to hold my phone so that it's at the same angle for all of them with the little background in the right place. Let's make this slightly brighter. And slightly less zoomed in. And slightly more focused. There. Now you can see the glitter's a little bit better. Kind of. There.
I'm gonna get red so I can see the film cell.
Second hand. I have the arm of this up higher, you can see, and the camera's a little bit further away, just so that I have room for my arms underneath it.
He's just, yeah, he just wants to fight. I don't know.
Thanks, Mom. She said, that looks nice.
Sweet.
We're going to have to do a second coat.
Maybe. I don't know.
I didn't get very much orange on that.
Maybe he just thinks...
It's a good thing we're doing a second coat.
It's hard to tell.
I don't know if you were here when I was going over the plan for the colors. We're going to be doing some of these metallics, gold and silver, and like a copperish rose gold kind of a color, layered with black. So it's going to be the same image stamped twice, once with black and then once with the metallic basically over the black but slightly offset, so it gets a kind of a pop off the nail kind of a look over the top of this.
Where's his shoes, man? I could go top. I don't know.
Let me bring the focus down a little because I'm
talon player.
Further away again. There. Is that in focus? Can you see that?
That's alright. I'll go with them real quick. Not this chick. Oh my goodness. That's so strong. The guy doesn't do anything.
Ah! Sorry.
What's happening to him?
Okay, thanks. It is in focus.
Just put shrooms down. See what happens. Drop them. Look out for that guy though. He'll actually
my nail on this particular finger is the wonkiest of all my nails. It doesn't curve evenly here. It kind of comes further over and then drops down. So there's like a corner almost right there.
Sure it's gonna ruin it.
And I have to be careful to create a smooth cuticle line for the curve of the polish. Because if I just follow the cuticle like I do everywhere else, then it gets like a weird corner. Yeah.
Right. I got Dragon.
But next to it is my most perfectly shaped nail. So I guess it all evens out, right? If you're talking about like symmetricality and like the evenness of the curve and everything. This little dude here, star of the show.
Yeah. She went too early.
both my ring nails actually, but this one is slightly more straight on the finger than the other one. They end up being my macro shots more often because of that.
I just really like how that Zed joined in when my Rage Blade is full stacks. It's a big time.
I keep seeing that you're sending texts, Mom, and then I don't look quick enough, and I have to like swipe down to see it.
Oh boy.
Thank you. She said all of your nails look nice.
Ooh.
I still have favorites though. Like, I prefer this thumbnail to this thumbnail because it's more well behaved when it comes to cuticle shape. You know. I prefer the index nail on my right hand.
Star player.
Because it doesn't. Both of my index nails, rather than having a C curve, they both tend to be more V-shaped, where the middle of the nail is slightly more peaked, and then it comes down like this. And the one on my left hand does it less, or pardon me, does it more. So the one on my right hand does it less, and it's a little bit more even. So thumb on my left hand, index nail on my right hand, middle finger on my left hand, ring finger on my right hand, and then pinky on my left hand. So it's like alternating. But I guess my left hand does have 3 of 5, as opposed to the 2 that the right hand has in favor of it. I just realized that I did my middle nail before my index nail because I was talking about my index nail shape, and I therefore just skipped it entirely because in my brain I'd already looked at it. That's kind of silly.
Different abilities or different actions. So it's like, imagine it's like no.
Okay.
No. Oh my goodness, dude. So fat.
I am gonna go over this orange right there and push it into the background slightly because I think I got
she autos from range.
Slightly too many orange glitters on that thumb.
To ease in, this third stack, it's 2 autos, 4 or 5, and it's another auto, or between that, however that sequence goes. Because a ranged auto and a melee auto count as 2 different abilities, and same with her Q. It's very fast.
This is a nice muted, but yet a very fall-toned color. I'm really liking it. I like the pond effect that I'm getting.
It's like while you're kiting, you can just alternate your auto and your Q, and then go in.
I think James is talking about League of Legends in the background, so sorry if that's bothering you, and or you're welcome if you're finding it interesting. I need to put a pillow behind me, I think, because I'm realizing the angle that I have the camera at in order to get my nails underneath it, I'm having to lean forward quite a bit, so hang on. Let me adjust this slightly. Oh, look what I just did. Wow. I'm skilled. That's what I get for trying to move pillows around with wet nails. I'll just start that one over. I'll do a base coat, and then I'll do a couple of nails over here, and then I'll come back and do first coat, and then I'll finish the second nail on the other, second coat on the other hand, and then I'll come back and do the second coat on him. feel like I need to do that a little bit so that this isn't trying to be in my face quite as much. Can you still see? Yeah. If I do that, right? That's still good. That's actually better lighting. Cool.
Well, he does only play cat, and he definitely is playing Swain like he's cat. Yeah, all he does is go in, and then he tries to get out, and then he just like hobbles away and dies. Yeah.
Okay, so then
literally
coat
like walking
2
away,
on
dies, tries to
this
surrender.
hand.
The surrender let me know he's definitely a ranked player. I died. Time to F that. Ooh, outplayed. Outplayed. Yeah, he must have. Maybe he remembered to take his meds.
Do you see there's a little bit of glitter unevenness between these two fingers? This one has more glitters, this one has less glitters. So I'm going to probably go back and do a little bit of glitter placement on that nail after I am done with the second coat.
Yeah, I can tell.
To make sure that the density is consistent. I did not hold this polish upside down at all before I started painting. I'm still getting relatively consistent glitter.
No.
Dispersion.
No,
I guess. Spread. Application. Whatever you want to call it. Welcome back.
Our Swain is like he's learning. Oh no.
Okay, so I went back to this index nail to do coat 1.
15 seconds.
Of its amendment.
Oh, he just parried for no reason. Moyra doesn't have parry. Wow. He's dead. Oh no, you hate to see it, dude. Oh no, Swain. Oh no. Dude, Swain's brain is like Tear of the Goddess. Every time he uses it, it gets like higher. Yeah, and now that's late game, he's just like outplaying their whole team. Oh, what an annoying man. Bye.
Okay, so I am going to go back and do a little bit of...
Nope. Uh-oh.
I thought I had an orange one on there. There it is.
Oh, ow.
Just a little bit of glitter.
Oh, no.
Placement, if I can get him to come off the brush. Come on, little dude. There we go.
I'm telling you, dude. Tear of the Goddess.
And then I am going to soften some of the ones on this.
He wanted to surrender. Now he's godlike. He's just trolling, dude.
On the index finger.
He's just playing.
You know what? I'm thinking I need a third coat. Because the coats that are dry are slightly sheer.
Yes.
And if this was a fully sheer polish, I might go for that, but I think I'd like it to be okay.
He is still proof. He is still proof.
So, that's what we're gonna do.
What a guy.
Coat number 3. Let's angle you back this way. And that'll give us more layering too.
What? I'm not that good at Kaisa. It's not like my Twitch or anything. Yeah, but they can play Steve instead.
Oh, sorry, I think that was out of frame. You guys, I'm still getting back into the swing of the whole camera frame thing. Trying to put my camera setup together today. I had taken my laptop. Good night, Mom. I had taken my laptop to Price's house yesterday for Pendragons, our writing group. And then when I got home, I, plugged it back in and stuff. And then today, it wasn't recognizing my one camera, so I had to do quite a bit of finagling to get it to recognize it. It would only recognize both cameras if I connected the C920 before I connected the C270. If I connected the C270 first, then it wouldn't recognize the C920
I was not happy
at all.
Over the election. So they went psycho and threatened his parents for voting and stuff. And I was like,
so I don't know.
Yeah, that was the gist of what she was saying. Yeah, and I was like, whoa, why is that in here? Let's see.
Looking for an orange glitter. Here's one.
Who Eric forgot. The gamer himself. Yeah, he's climbing, dude. He's diamond.
Now, I'm going to scoot that.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you guys can't see. Ah! Sorry. There.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'll go mid. I'll go mid. I'll play to let everyone come to my lane game.
Okay. That's fine. I need to bring this a little closer to me to be able to see this cuticle that I was afraid I would bang if I did it too far that way.
Probably mid. I think the problem with mid is that it's like you want it to be like an honorable 1v1, and instead it's just like WarioWare stage, and then like bot lane. Yeah, bot lane. You're fully aware that you're playing like 4-player Smash. Like you signed up for it. Yeah.
That's much more evenly
speckled.
Like
the mom, the stage just keeps walking around.
I think my exposure is jumping up again too much, though.
Come
there,
on.
that's a little better, I guess. Okay. Nail number 3. Or rather, nail number 2 on this hand, coat number 3.
Grace. Shaco.
I don't think you heard me earlier when I asked you what you're doing while you're lurking, Praise. I know I shouldn't be, like, asking you that because you're lurking, but you said you were back, so. That's a cute little copper over there.
We're fighting into the Ross.
Rover random fun. You know, we were talking about this the other day. That's one of the few Tolkien things I have yet to read.
Yeah, it's good. KP. What about Corky? Who am I playing with that?
I bumped that nail slightly again.
Who am I playing?
I'm so sorry. Left index nail.
Alright, I'm Corky.
There. Once I top coat that.
Sure, dude, in my dreams.
I think you mentioned that to me, Praise. That's why we were talking about it the other day, I think.
I'll play old school Corky.
Okay. There's something about this camera angle that is not good for my back. Like more than the one I had last week. And it is easier for my arms to not hit the camera stem. But I think I'm going to have to adjust it before we do some stamping. Because I can't do that for the whole length of stamping and not, like, yell at the whole world. You know that video of the 2 guys singing "You're the One That I Want" in front of the car? From Greece, I think it is.
Oh, yeah?
It came across my
How do you know?
feed
Is that what that border means? It means you bought
yesterday. And so now, rather than having Michael Jackson Thriller stuck in my head like I did last week and most of the week this week, I now have that. You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing is when you see a glitter and it's right on the neck of the bottle and you should be able to grab it, but you can't because it won't let you. There we go.
Someone say thank you.
Perfect.
Harry, say thank you.
Okay.
Everyone but me.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Let's get some stamping ready. Okay, so as we stated, I'm using my clear stamper. I'm also going to be using this lid to put my stamping plates in so that I'm not getting a bunch of polish all over my mat. My mat can be cleaned, yes. But it's annoying. And messy. And this is just easier. So, what we're going to do is adjust this camera stem so that it's below where I'm going to be stamping, so that I can scrape like this. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to reach. And what we're also going to do is get some acetone in this little lid of my acetone container, so that we can dip Q-tips in it and use that to clean off the stamping plate in between passes. And here's a bunch of Q-tips to accommodate us in that process. And our second stamping plate's going to go up here. And our stamper is right here, ready to go. This is the jumbo magnified stamper. I think it's called the jumbo. There's a jumbo stamper that has the same sticky head that I like.
There you go.
I think this one just might be the magnified stamper. I don't remember. That was the lid. Don't worry. Everything's fine. What we're going to do before we do anything is test the stamping ability of these other Essie colors that I mentioned at the start of stream. Make sure that they function as stamping polishes.
Oh my goodness. I'm bleeding.
Because that will inform our color decisions. There's too much of a glare there, I think. That's not bad. I waited too long to pick it up, though. Let's try it again.
Oh.
That picks up pretty well. You can see the design. Okay. And then it's relatively opaque, so that's good. I'm pretty sure the other ones will stamp in the same way because they're the same formula. But we're still going to test them because I would be stupid not to.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, very good.
Made him mad. You won. You done it. You made Daddy Danny mad.
And then this one. Oh, gotta clean off the plate. I need to adjust that brightness, I think, for you guys so you can actually see what's going on. Hang on. Let's do that real quick. Can you see that now? Is that better? Right, that silver picks up okay too. So it looks like we have the option of using all of them. We're not going to use all of them, which means we're going to cut out a silver because I want warmer tones as opposed to cool tones for the majority of these nails. So we're going to do these ones. And this silver will be left out. That's in my orbit. So we're going to be using Stars Aligned, Penny Talk, Reflection Perfection, Good as Gold, and No Place Like Chrome.
Come get rid of these people. Send us to level 4 as possible. Who's a bully?
Okay, so let's start with gold on the thumb, moving, or I guess silver on the thumb, moving toward rose gold on the pinky. So what we're actually going to do is do black first, because we're layering our stamping here. So we are going to start with this little sprig.
Blue.
See what I mean about turning the scraper? Okay, and we are going to make sure that we don't have too much side polish right there. And we are going to stamp like that onto our nail. I know the focus is down where the plate is. Would you rather have it on the nail or on the plate?
What you gotta do? Nocturne.
Look how easily that came off the skin. That's good.
A Nocturne's on me? Oh boy.
Now I'm thinking that we might want to do more than one metallic color per nail. But I'm not going to make that decision until I finish stamping this leaf. So we're going to do the same kind of angle, but we're going to offset it just slightly so that you can see the black. I am going to shift my focus here so that you can see how the black kind of pops behind
25 gold
the metallic.
It's alright. Used to be. Yeah.
To give it a little bit of depth. I think I'm going to leave it there so that you can see the stamping part a little bit better. Ooh. That says, Twisted Ragdoll is now following. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Alright, go with me now. Here we go. It's going to be kind of messy, but whatever.
Always happy to find more people who are interested in nail art.
Chin's pushing like an idiot.
Okay, so there is leaf number 1. I'm thinking 1 or 2 more on this nail. So let's decide which sprig we'd like second.
Perfect.
I know I want the sprig with the berry-ish sort of things. So let's do that one. And then if we have room, it's kind of wide. So if we have room for a third one, then we'll do a third one. But if not, then we won't. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Now I definitely have enough gold.
I feel like I do want a third one on the other side. Right over here.
Chris, your CS is looking pretty malphite.
And I'm feeling like I do want multiple tones on the nail. I'm going to go for a gold.
So that's a promise you can keep.
We're going to do Reflection Perfection. Okay, and we're going to offset it the other direction. Ah!
So does top.
Like that. That one leaf got scooged a little bit, but that's okay.
Oh well, I am Lucian. I'm budget Lucian.
Okay, and then we are going to be doing a third little shorter kind of a sprig on the side here. What should I do on that side? Should I do silver or should I do a more coppery color? And what sprig should I do? I want a small one, so it's either going to be that one
Shake it on.
Or I like this one. I also like that one. It's a slightly different kind of a leaf. Or that one. That one is angling the direction that I need, so I'm going to do that one. This little guy here. So let's get black. This is from the Moyra stamping plate Green Leaves, if you weren't here when I mentioned that earlier.
While you're in the air. Yeah. Yeah.
Oops, I didn't scrape that cleanly. Let's try again. That's better.
Yeah, it's super aggro. We should have no problem.
And we want to go right
1v1. All right.
there. See? Then, of course, I've got my tape down here to clean off my stamper.
So I just abandoned this guy.
I want a coppery color. So we're going to do Penny Talk.
It's good power and leave.
Okay, there we have thumbnail. The mood I was going for. I'm pretty pleased with it.
Nocturne's gonna do dragon.
We're using the unused bit of a Q-tip, right? Don't let it go to waste.
Oh, he's middle. Interesting. He's gonna die, isn't he? Oh, never mind. We can do dragon now.
Okay. Now, the next question is, are we stamping all of the nails or only some of them? We could do these two and leave these blank. We could do these two and leave these blank. We could do, like, these three and then leave these blank. I'm not doing this.
Same. I think they're work.
We could, but I'm not in the mood for that.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that sucks.
Let's start with the middle nail, because it's more likely to be needed for the stamping than any of the other ones. Let's do this little leaf. There it is.
I'm grabbing my passive for a minute.
I didn't clean off the edge of my scraper and I got polish on myself.
Where's mine?
Okay, so we are going to be using Penny Talk.
Use this way. Let's go, Jim. You ready?
There he is. Oh, sorry, I was out of frame. But I do want to use some silver on this nail as well, and some of the other I'm not going to use silver and the other gold,
Alpite's pretty busted out.
But I will use silver and then the pinkish color, and then on some of the other nails I'll use the other gold.
I'm going back.
Just getting some variety. Let's
Yeah.
go back to the other plate
You
for
can,
the
you can
next
disperse too, right?
leaf.
Alright.
Let's do.
Alright.
Let's do this one.
I'm gonna get my coal. Oh no, that guy. Oh, boy.
Probably not going to do another leaf on that nail because those two are fine. So we're just going to do gold, which means that I am going to do good as gold. Nobody except for me is probably going to notice the subtle differences between like two copper golds and two regular golds that I'm using here. But it adds a little bit of interest for me when I'm looking at my own nails. Okay.
I'm on the way.
Good as gold is a slightly more, it's not quite as warm of a gold. Not as brassy. Whoa, that didn't pick up well at all. It's because I didn't do it quickly. I waited in a weird place before I scraped because I didn't have a good scraping surface. Clean your scraping surface, boys and girls.
Yeah, you were losing. Remember that? Your mouth I mean. It reduces his movement speed. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Whoa. I couldn't see anything.
Okay.
Dragons. Yeah, they're gonna get dragon. That sucks. Oh, Chris is
kind of thinking these three. Leave these two out.
Start it. They're going back to start it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't. I can't fight that guy. Oh no, he's way too strong, dude.
Okay, let's do this one with little berries on it.
Ooh. Got him. Rip. Yeah.
It's not a good enough pickup. I was going to use it because it was going to get the metallic over it, and then I said to myself, no, because the very tip is where the most detail is, and that's where you lost the detail in the particular pickup that you had there. No bueno.
I don't think he has it.
That's better.
That's
better.
He just forgets. Oh man.
That's better.
Well, his name and clan kind of.
Okay.
His icon too.
So we want a silver
I mean,
somewhere. So that's what we're gonna do here.
I mean, some people can handle it, you know.
And then the warmer gold to bring it back.
And
Again, anybody just joining us, this is Botanical Collection 01 from Moyou London, and then the other stamping plate is Moyra Green Leaves. Oh, pardon me, 79. 79?
yeah, we're back here.
79.
Oh no. Well, it looks like it's kind of working out, except for that guy. Oh, and that. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, you okay? All right. Okay.
And there's silver.
I told you he gets tilted.
And then we're gonna add the other warmer gold. We need to decide which leaf we want to put with that. I'm kind of liking the idea of doing different leaves for every single leaf.
Oh,
Because that's what I've done so far. This one that has more sideways texture, I think. This one here.
Yeah. Oh, wait. You're being harassed? Okay. Oh, your box got him. Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Well, I almost bursted him. Almost got him.
See? Adds a little bit more texture. And then reflection perfection. The new Essie brushes are nice.
This champion's very weak, by the way.
Oh, what a perfect pickup that is. Without a bunch of crap from around it.
Right. Dude, that jit is so bad.
Didn't offset that one as much as the silver one.
Want me to really tilt him?
But that's okay. I feel like this silver berry one got a little bit lost visually. It's harder to see the leaves on it. But I don't know if I care enough to redo it. Decisions. I think it's because I off-centered it toward the middle instead of away from the middle. I'm going to redo it.
Alright, I'm out of it. We're back.
So I am just doing a real quick little do. Okay. Try again. Let's get that little berry dude and offset it slightly differently. If at first you don't succeed, try again. It's one of my life mottos. Nope, not a good pickup. Maybe I should pick a different one. Maybe that one. feel like I want one that has more openness in the leaf, though, because I don't have any. Ooh, I like this one. Let's do this one. Ugh, I need to make it flat. I should have made it flat. These two are almost mirror images of each other, but not quite. I'm not getting a good pickup. Hang on. Let me adjust my everything. Stretch my leg. Get this out of the way, move that over. Get that in there all by itself. And some more acetone, because my thing is almost empty.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay. Let's clean this off too. Make sure we're getting a really clean scrape. Okay. Alright, try again. That particular leaf just doesn't want to pick up. Is it etched more finely than any of the other ones on here? I don't know. We can go for that one instead, I guess. Yeah, see, that one picked up fine. I'm just using the tape down here to take off. Oh, oops. I was going to say to take off the part of the design that I don't want. That's too close to the part that I do want, but then I accidentally hit the part that I do want. So, just kidding. Nope.
Are they playing tonight? When? Hey, what happened to Legends of Runeterra?
I am not
Did they cancel it yet?
happy with that either. Don't know why it's fighting me.
For who, though? Who's playing it?
Let me clean up some of this excess polish on my fingers.
That's not good. I think it's sad that, like, Valorant is like dead on arrival because of the anti-cheat. Kind of weird. Yeah, it's being played, but it could have been way bigger. A lot of people have so many problems with it that it's like, yeah.
I'm gonna put
It also means
a very little bit of this over the area that I wiped clean, just so that the flakies and stuff are naturally looking again, rather than more exposed. Okay, let's make sure that my stamping head is seated in my stamper evenly. Yes. Let's make sure that we have a clean cotton swab and a clean plate.
Wow, what a nice guy.
Yes. Let's make sure that we have a clean scraper. And the part that I'm going to be grabbing so that I'm not being so ginger in the way that I hold it while I scrape.
Chris is ruining the game.
Okay, that will do. So now we need some black polish. Then we need to scrape. Then we need to quickly stamp. Good, it picked up. Okay, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna go. There it is. And we're gonna. That actually transferred well. Yay! See, take your time. Do the things that you know you need to do. Right? I sat down and systematically did the things I knew I needed to do, and then it came out better. Alright, so then we want the silver. Nope. I went too slow because I dipped my finger in the black that was next to the stamping plate.
Still got too big.
And I didn't want to get the black polish all over my stamper.
It's sad, but it's like it's too hardcore to survive.
Because if you clean it off with acetone, you're going to make the side of your stamper all cloudy and ruined.
I liked it too, but it was bad. Wildstar had like really bad incentive to keep playing, and then nothing worked. And then 40-man raids are just unrivaled, dude. Yeah, 40-mans are just. Imagine if raids were like 10 or 8.
I used painter's tape today instead of the packing tape that I usually use because I thought that it would be
it cancels a projectile that's
easier to replace in the middle of what I was doing if I needed to, which is true.
Yeah, that's why people don't play that game.
However,
really good or
it has now decided that it wants to fall off all the time. Okay, so we're going to be stamping this with the black offset toward the middle, like that. That reads a little better than the other one did.
A lot. It's probably around 120.
Right. I'm not wrong about that. Okay, so the variety of golds and silvers is nice. I actually am happy with that.
Serious ranks, and then you see people like involved in crazy players.
Thoughts about other two nails or leaving them blank? Anybody have a preference? Because I'm kind of leaning toward leaving it like that.
Anything higher than that, you're usually
it's just the two as an accent. Like obviously we would clean up and stuff.
It's like 230. It depends on who you're playing and like what you're spamming and stuff. Or like Queen Macro Berserk, it's usually like 200. It's really high.
Yep, I've made my decision.
Always joke that Terran.
That's what we're doing.
50 and win games. No, it's just you can get away with. Well, at least back in the middle, you can get away with a lot of Terran.
Okay, so let's decide what we're doing on the other thumb. What petals slash leaves? I think I'm going to save... Like, we can do some of the same ones, but we also should do some different ones if they're available. Without being too different in overall feel between hands. So, like, this one I haven't used yet. And I feel like we can. So we're going to start with that one on this next thumb.
Good at that strat. Korea boy. Yeah, Fruit Dealer like changed the whole game and then vanished.
Okay.
Yeah, rip. He was so phenomenal. He even got like in-game swag, his own little Zerg icons and stuff.
Okay, so then again, same thing. We're going to clean off the parts of the design that stuck next to the part that we wanted. And then we're going to use this to stamp. And you can see I'm trying to get the length similar, but I'm not worrying too much about exact symmetry, obviously, because I'm using a different image. Okay, so on this thumb we used the, what's it called? Stars aligned. And then we used Reflection Perfection and Penny Talk. So on this thumb I think we need to use some silver so that when we look at the thumbs together we have silver represented. Yep, we're going to use silver on this one. That might not have scraped well enough. Yeah. I got a blur toward the tip of the petal. Well, it's not really a petal, it's a leaf lobe. I got a blur toward the tip of the leaf lobe, guys. Okay, try again. That's what a lot of nail art is. A lot of anything. Alright, so we are going to be offsetting this slightly this way. Yeah! That's effective.
Gotta say, it was pretty hard playing.
We got some excess silver, apparently, on the tip of my nail. Oops. So I'm going to get a clean Q-tip to clean that up a little bit more.
Oh no.
Because from the one angle you can't see it, but then from the other angle when I shift my nail, I can get a little bit of the weird reflection of it. So we are going to do a very little dab of this, just like we did on that other nail, to make sure that the flakies aren't being exposed too much by our little cleanup action that we just did. And then we're going to pick another leaf. What leaf should we do next? Let's see. I want at least one that has more open kinds of petals. And I like this one, but we're going to save that for another nail so that we're not repeating the same ones on the same nails for variety. I'm trying to pick it up and it won't let me. There we go.
It's pretty cool.
Let's see.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I still like these, but I have a more rounded one on this nail already.
Yeah.
I feel like we can do one of these because we did that on this nail on the other hand. Or one of these, but that's more rounded again. And I'd like
Maybe.
something longer and thinner. Oh, I guess we could do that one. That's not as open though. Or these. Did we do those on this hand? No. So let's do this. This one down here. Yeah. Okay, so this one is curving that way, and I want this one to curve slightly this way. So I want this one of the two. Because again, they're all kind of mirror image of each other. Which I appreciate. You know, having one leaf and then it only curves one way so that when you do your two hands, it's curving opposite ways.
Nice.
I'm not into that.
You are. Careful for that guy, though. You can bind him again? Oh, hold him, hold him.
Okay.
Very cool. Oh my god. Help. Yeah,
there we go, that's better.
I know.
Okay, so then we're going to do like that. Kind of in the middle, a little lower, right? Like we have on the other nail, we have a little bit lower in the center. And for this one, we're going to use Good as Gold. After we clean off the plate, of course.
Well, my CS is in pain.
Oh, okay.
Good stuff.
Go, 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 go. Awesome. That's a wonderful pickup. And we're going to offset it slightly this way. That's pretty good. And then we need something skinny-ish to fit in the space that we have left on that side, which I think that we can achieve more successfully with this plate. And I don't think we've used this image. Have we? Did we? Nope, nope, nope. 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 Okay, so we're going to use that one right there. And then we're going to be using
Maybe.
Either Stars Align or Penny Talk, depending on how I feel after I stamp this, after I get a clean pickup. I was on Reddit the other day and I saw a video of a guy who for some reason lit a lighter while he was in a cotton factory.
What?
And the whole thing of cotton caught on fire. Like the giant pile that was like about to get loaded on a truck or whatever. Like, what an idiot.
Gotta flash this trap and jump. 1 minute.
So I'm being very careful with my push there so that I didn't touch any of the surrounding stuff onto the nail. Very carefully pinpointing the one part of the silicone that I wanted to push. Okay, so you see that that looks relatively balanced. We're going to be using Penny Talk.
Wait, what?
Because we've got the cooler versions of the green. I mean, excuse me, the cooler version of the gold. And then the silver, which is also cooler. So I want Penny Talk, which is the warmer of the two, to balance the whole nail in relationship to the other fingers. That's a really good pickup too. Okay, so then we're going to go offset this way so that we have some distinction from the other leaf next to it. Voila. That looks pretty good. I'm not mad at that. Okay, clean off my stamper. Restick my tape, because darn you, tape. You know what I'm gonna do actually is, there we go. Unroll it slightly so it has the other sticky part showing.
Dragon. This thing. So much XP.
There's a very tiny bit of penny talk that's stuck right there. And I think I can get it off without... Nope, I'm going to have to use acetone.
Oh, that sucks.
James's random background timing there was pretty perfect.
Can't do it.
Nope, I'm going to have to use acetone, I say. And then he says, oh, that sucks. Completely not related to what I'm saying. And yet in perfect harmony. Okay. So far, the cleanup ability... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not on camera. The cleanup ability of this black is better than most, but it's still not... I will need to use a cleanup brush to go around and get it cleaner. The cotton swab by itself is not effective enough. Okay, so we're going to be using Mr. Bud on the middle nail. I told you I had, you're the one that I want stuck in my head. It's still going.
Probably doing red. Oh,
You're the one that I want.
Okay.
Yeah. You're the one that I want.
Did you go to go ward? Mid's missing.
Okay, let's do it this way. Make sure we get a really clean scrape, and there, that's a good pickup. Okay, so this one we have darker on that side. It doesn't really matter all that much. We're just getting placement to the right height up the nail to be relatively similar. Similar, not the same. We want it to look cohesive without being identical. Now we're going to be using the Stars Align color. That's a good pickup too, and we are going to be going down slightly.
Yep.
That's all right.
Blood down there.
There's a little bit of a spooge off of the one berry leaf, but it's not noticeable. If you're not me, you wouldn't see it because you're not that close to my nails unless I do like that, which I could, but I don't want it because I don't want you to see that it's a spooge. Okay, second one on that hand. I want something longish but more open, which means that we're gonna do this one. That is not a good scrape. And that's probably too many scrapes, but we're going to try it anyway, because what's the harm? Yep, too many. It dried it out.
Yeah.
And here's the issue. I was holding my scraper too
It was like
loosely
happening,
again because it was messy.
Reusable. I can't remember.
You know what I have done successfully in the past is had like 3 or 4 scrapers next to me so that I can just switch them out as I go without having to clean them. The issue with that is then at the end I have to clean like 3 or 4 scrapers. So, you know, there's a trade-off.
Top lane's like 2 unkillable people whacking each other.
The part that messed up is not actually on the nail, so I'm okay with that.
It's so strong in this illusion.
Okay, and then we're going to be using Reflection Perfection, the other gold.
I think he's going bot. Lucian's coming bot through.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
Yeah,
I'm going to go right there.
Yep.
There we go. That's okay. Looks balanced. So we have used Penny Talk, Good as Gold, No Place Like Chrome, Stars Aligned, and Reflection Perfection, which means on this snail we are going to be using Good as Gold and
this is complicated. No.
Penny Talk.
That guy's dead. Nice.
I think. Yeah. Good as Gold and Penny Talk for this snail. So now we need to decide which leaves we're doing. So we're gonna do. Let's try this one since we ended up scrapping it for the other nail. We said we had too many round things. Oh no, we did do that one on the thumb on the other hand. Never mind. I do like this one. And I haven't used it on this hand yet. This is the one that we scrapped because we couldn't get it to go. I'm gonna try to get him if I can. We'll see if it works or not. Okay, so we want really clean. My suspicion is that these particular 2 leaves are etched more thinly than the other ones on this plate, based on the way that they're responding when I'm scraping. So we are going to make sure that we have a really clean plate and that we go really, really quickly so that it doesn't have a chance to dry in between the scraping and the stamping. Ha! I got it! Alright. And then we are going to be doing like that. Yeah, yeah. Now we have to get one of the colors to pick up on that. So we're going to use copper colored Penny Talk. Okay, same thing. Really clean. Really clean. Immediately next to the area that we need. And go.
What is stopping us?
Go, go, go. And got it. All right. And we're going to be offsetting it slightly this way. Did it not? It didn't transfer. What in the... That's disappointing. Try again. That's absolutely infuriating. I was like, oh yeah, I got a clean pickup twice in a row. Mm-hmm. Nope. Doesn't count. Okay, same thing. Ready? Steady. Go.
I guess they lose because solution's good.
And I guess I gotta stamp real quick too, boy. Right there. Alright, I did it. Okay, and then we want something a little bit more solid on the one next to it. And we haven't used that one yet on this hand. So we're going to use that one.
Let's head down here.
Which is on the Botanical Collection plate.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it's calculated. You actually did the right thing. The right thing is to just try to kill me. That's okay.
And then we're going to do
Yeah,
gold.
you should have moved between shots.
Good as gold. Sure. And where's the side that I was planning on scraping on? There it is. Hopefully that delay didn't screw me up. Yep, it did. Of course it did. And ready, set, go. Much better. Okay.
Yep. Here we go. Luck on that one.
One more stamp, if it goes
boy.
right. We know so far, though, that that's probably not the case. That we're probably going to do 2 or 3 for each color stamp because we're working with a messy scraper, and that messes me up mentally. Which means I'm going to clean the scraper because I'm remembering that.
First is a mage player.
Okay, so that's ready.
There he goes.
And then we're cleaning this.
Got it.
And then we're getting good as gold.
I guess they're done.
And putting this right in reach. And go, 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 go. And scrape. And pick up. Very good. And transfer.
That lane.
Beautiful. Sometimes telling yourself the worst case scenario and making yourself okay with it makes it even better when it goes right the first time.
Really
Alright, so my stamper is now clean. I'm putting the lid back on it so I can't stab it with sharp implements in my nail kit.
Same here.
Who wants that? I removed my tape and put it in my trash pile. We're going to remove this and put it next to my trash pile so that after it dries, I can successfully take everything off of it. I'm going to be closing all of my nail polish bottles so I can't spill them. And then we're going to be adding top coat and doing some cleanup. A little bit more around the nail. So that these look like nails that are done and not nails that are in the middle of being done. And then we're remembering that the one we didn't use is in my orbit so that when I make my Instagram post, I actually correct colors. Thank you, Praise. They are looking good. But do you see all of the dry polish around the cuticle area? It's like, no thanks. No thanks. I do like the logo on the top of the Holo Taco.
Earth has an even smaller tier list than the regular note.
She did a good job designing that. Okay, let's get rid of all of the junk on my skin first, and we're gonna zoom out so that I can do a little bit of adjustment with this, so that I can put my hands under it again, like that. Which means that we are gonna zoom in again a little bit.
Yeah, it's for having played just a tree line before.
Nope, too far. There. Cool. Alright. So, of all of the nails, I think this one is the least successful.
For what?
Primarily because the black lines are thinner that we can see. And so we don't get as much contrast in the layers. But not so much that I want to redo it. So, you know, it's fine. It's just my least favorite. We're just going to be removing all of the polish that got on our skin when we were dealing with that scraper, because you saw that there was a lot. We're also going to be getting rid of little bits of polish that stuck to the ends of our nails, apparently, because we were being that messy. This hand got some more. And you see there the extra glooby polish. You know what also is stuck in my head is a bunch of 80s music. Because when I was at CVS looking for...
It's in
the CVS near my work, of the 5 CVSs that I went to, had the new Expressy polishes from Essie. And I got the ones I wanted, which was very happy, but then one of my nail polish friends on Instagram couldn't find it, and so I was going to go and get it for her, and then they didn't have it. But while I was there, they were playing 80s music. And I don't remember the lyrics of this one, shame on me, but it's do-do-do-do-do-do, boo-doo. It's like, take me, ta-ta-ta, I don't remember. But that tune is in my head.
Yeah, this one.
And then they were playing In the Living Years.
This one was
say it loud, say it clear.
All my mythic ones are all the
you can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when you die to admit we don't see eye to eye.
The OG Challenger.
Which Newsboys covered at one point. So there's that.
Challenger.
Let's put top coat on, and then we'll do more detailed cleanup.
When I only played what's cracking
around the nail. We're going to be using the Glisten and Glow top coat, but before we do, we're going to be filling it up with my refill bottle. Nice and plushly, liquidishly plump in the bottle, I guess. I like to do this by squeezing it onto the brush and letting it drip into the bottle. I feel like the fewest amount of bubbles introduced. If I just stick the nozzle directly into the bottle, I feel like it gets more bubbles. And if I like pour it from above, I miss more. The brush helps guide me. And of course, there are still a few bubbles that sneak in there as they are dripping down, but they settle out really quickly.
Oh.
I'm going to wipe off the tip of that so it doesn't get crusty. And then I'm going to kind of swirl the brush in there and make sure that the old top coat that's in the bottle and the new top coat that's in the bottle are meshing well together. there is a visual phenomena when looking into a top coat bottle that you've just added more to, where it's not a different color, but you can see a slightly different texture because the polish that's in here has slightly thickened because it's been being used and being open. And so sorry, there's a glitter that got on here somehow. I want to make sure that that does not live in the top coat. Get out of there, dude. Okay. You can see that it's slightly thicker as they blend because the bottle's been open and it's had some solvents evaporate slightly and all of that. Okay. Make sure there aren't any fuzzies in there. Would you mind getting me a drink, my dear?
What do you want? A minute?
Yeah, please. No. I might have one in the fridge. I just don't have one over here. Does anyone else do that? They keep their cup in the fridge, like they rinse it out and then they put it back in the fridge. There's a little bit of black here on the tip. That's not okay. I just wiped it off and I'm adding a little bit more top coat right there before you can hand it to me. Thank you.
All right, go.
Okay. Because the top coat was completely fresh, it will meld together like that didn't even happen.
What movie?
We are going to go around with a cleanup brush and some acetone,
Is that
like I said, but
US
going on with top coat first
that makes more sense.
Actually helps to remove a lot of the excess polish around the edge because I go around with the little edge of this file as a
it deserves it.
Cuticle remover, not cuticle remover, but like a lot of people do this with like an orange stick or a cuticle pusher, but I like the shape of this a little better than that to just kind of go around and get the excess polish off from around the edges. And the top coat re-moistens whatever is there on the nail, and it helps to clean up that edge without necessarily as much acetone.
Do I play this? Is this worth playing? Do I play this?
And of course, we are floating the brush. We're not actually dragging the bristles across the nail, because we've never used Holo Taco before, and we don't know if it will streak or not. This top coat does not generally streak my nail art or like my stamping and stuff, but there have been a few colors on occasion that are like super susceptible to it, where they just dissolve more quickly in top coat than other colors, I think. Okay, so we have a little bit of excess silver on the tip here too. That I did not see when we were stamping. But now it's gone, because I just like smashed my finger into it,
so I'm done.
And the color underneath it was dry enough that I was able to just remove the top coat that had stuck to the silver and then add more top coat, and it looks fine. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit, or rather change the focus so that you can see that. Like, I like the middle nail better than the ring nail. Do you see what I mean?
I'm assuming this character is really good.
That's okay, though. It's not like the ring nail's bad.
Kind of get a feel.
It's just not as good.
Yeah. Put it on them. All in blood. They changed my cube. It looks different. Very good. Huh.
There's a little hair stuck under the bottom of this nail. So it pulled, and it pulled the little bit of top coat that went underneath the edge when I wrapped the tip. So I'm just making sure that that part of the top coat that wrapped around doesn't have a weird jaggly edge in it so that when it dries, it doesn't catch on stuff. Alright, that hand is done. Sans cleanup around the skin.
Oh, man.
Now we go to the other hand after we take a drink of lemonade. Lemonade. Okay. Oh. Stretch the leg. Okay. That is the one thing about my nail setup that could be better, is the fact that I sit sideways on this chair, and so my right leg is bent differently than my left leg. Like, if I was sitting cross-legged with both legs, I think it would be more balanced. Oh no. We're gonna have to do a little bit of polish surgery there really quick, actually, because there's a little bit of black that got covered by the wrong metallic right next to this silver section. There must have been a little blob on the stamper that fought its way over there. So I'm gonna get this black, and I'm gonna get my little detail brush that's here, handy dandy. I'm gonna go bloop 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 in the black, just really thinly, and then I'm going to take it and go over that other metallic that tried to cover the silver there. And then I'm going to clean my brush so that it doesn't dry with polish in it. And then I'm going to go over that area with top coat. Apparently I'm going to throw the top coat brush at myself. Thankfully, it didn't actually hit anything. The top of the brush bounced on the chair, and then the brush touched my leg. But that's, like, no big deal. Okay, so then we're going to just go right over that one little spot. And like I said earlier, because this top coat is really fresh, it's just going to meld with the top coat around it. It's not going to have a weird line. Nobody's going to know that that happened except for you guys who watch the stream. Ha 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 ha. And then we're going to go around like this. And just make sure that we don't have any huge amounts of polish stuck to the skin. Close the black. Oh, boo on me. This is a soft touch cap, and I just got polish on it, and I can't clean it off, because if I clean it off, then it'll take the soft touch with the acetone. Less sad.
Whoops.
Oh my goodness, I'm too low for the camera. You guys, you need to yell at me and tell me you're off camera, Gloria, and then I'll fix it if I'm not noticing it as quickly as you'd like. Sorry. Someone commented on one of my previous live stream archives that's up on YouTube. And they said, why is this 3 hours long?
I'll have art pretty soon.
And I responded, it was a live stream of nail art. And then I uploaded the archive of the live stream to YouTube. That's fine. No worries. So
Yeah.
you can, like, feel free to skip ahead and, like, you know, jump to the parts that are most interesting. Or where, like, if you, like, see me putting on base coat and stuff, you don't necessarily have to watch every moment of that. I mean, if you want to, that's even better, because then you get to hear me, like, telling jokes and talking and stuff, and that's what everybody wants, right? But if you're just looking for the nail art bits, I can understand how you might already know XYZ thing. Like, this is not a new technique, stamping on nails. But it's fun to watch someone else do something craft-ish, art-ish, even if you know how to do it. Especially if you are able to chat with them while they're doing it. I think that's fun anyway.
Got you.
That's one of the reasons that I like nail art streams and stuff.
What's
That's
up?
why I decided that I was gonna do nail art streams and stuff.
Hold me like a deal.
This sidewall is always really, really eager to, like, cling onto the nail, so I'm going to hold the skin down slightly like this. Well, the top coat sets very slightly, so that it doesn't just immediately scooge onto it. So that it keeps its integrity, its identity. I'm trying to decide which nail is my favorite nail. It's hard to pick. Like I told you which one is my least favorite. There's a glitter right at the edge of this nail, so I'm just pushing it back slightly while the polish is soft because of top coat being added to it, and then I'm going to go back over that little part of the tip of the nail to make sure that it is still encased in top coat after having pushed that little glitter back, because that does help with wear time to have that smooth edge at the edge of the nail. See, I'm still off camera. I need to angle it more this way, huh? Yeah.
What a good time.
Okay. Beautimous.
My shield had like half a second left.
Okie dokie. So now we're going to go back in really quickly and do a little bit of cleanup around the nails with some acetone and my trusty e.l.f. concealer brush. But we need more acetone for that. So we're going to close our top coat. Do you see what I mean on this nail where you cannot see where the top coat was added? Acetone. I'm going to do a real quick swipe of this again because we got top coat on the pads of our fingers a little bit, especially on my thumbs. Yeah, it just happens. It is what it is. Because I do like this to clean off the polish off of the tip of my cuticle.
Not quite.
The thing that I use as a cuticle stick. And so it gets on my index finger and my thumb. But it's easy to clean off. And it's better than like putting top coat around all my cuticles because it's stuck on the end of my thing. Or having like a weird blobby end shape that digs into my polish weirdly as I go around the edge. Yeah, this one is the most ungraphic, I guess. Still don't hate it enough to change it. I might after a couple of days, though. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so brush around. I'm really making sure that I'm getting up against the cuticle. And I will, of course, wash my hands after my top coat is dry, and that will help to get, like, some of this that's in the ridges of my thumbprint and stuff. That's hard to, like, get off of the skin with a cleanup brush. It's easier with, like, a Q-tip. But it's easiest with soap and water, like after it's dry. So that's what we're going to do later. You're not going to do it. That's what I'm going to do later. After it's dry.
Ow. I got like really heavy legs right there. So.
We are going to go back around with this really quick. Make sure that we are separating this little dry bit and not letting it stick onto the cuticle. There's a little bit of dry skin there. That's just, I think it's actually stuck to the skin with polish. Like a little bit of skin got stuck back down again. We're just gonna trim him off.
It was so laggy right now. Ridiculous. Yeah.
All the way around. Again, I've got a little bit of dry skin on the sides of my nails, but we're going to add cuticle oil in just a second. And then later when I take a shower, I'm going to be exfoliating my hands with some sugar scrub. With some sugar scrub. And that will help to revitalize those particularly dry areas that need to go away as they've lived their life and are now done. Okay, there we go. Much less crusty. Now this hand, same format. Make sure that we're actually in frame. And go around.
Is that?
Okay, good. I told you I always run up against this cuticle. I did. There were some flakies that were kind of shoved up underneath there, but I was able to get them out really easily. No big deal.
Try. They stopped me. Zed killed me. Right.
I'm not cutting the skin. I am seeing what dead flakes are near the surface and trimming them off because this is about to be a hangnail on this side of this finger. And I am telling it, no thanks. You are not going to be a hangnail. You are going to be gone. That's better.
Right.
Okay, we were talking about this corner earlier. I find that it's easiest to shape the cuticle shape of this snail to look oval if I do it from flipped hand position. I do get the majority of the polish off the skin first, and then I, you know, all the stuff under here too. Up and around or whatever, and then I flip it this way to make sure that I'm curving in a way that is smooth on both sides. Like that. See? Like that. If I just do it from this side, then I get that weird corner that I was talking about because of the unevenness in the way that my nail grows on that one side. The C curve coming down and then down rather than curve. I think that nail got slightly warped because of my writing callus. You know? It's also like the eating thick things with a spoon callus. But it's the same holding utensils. You know, like this. It rests right there. And I think having pressure against that side of the finger changed the way that the nail matrix grows slightly. It's also the finger that I have my only ridge on.
Cool. Very cool.
Which I did not have a year ago. And then now I do. Right along this side of it I have a ridge now that I didn't used to have. It's not like super deep. I don't even have to use ridge filler. But it's not completely smooth. It bugs me. I think everybody has things that bug them about themselves that nobody would even notice. As long as you don't obsess over them. You accept them as part of this broken world. You acknowledge that you're beautiful and that people love you anyway. Then you'll be okay. Alright, look at that. Let's put some top coat on. Not top coat. We already did that. I meant cuticle oil. Last time we did some swatches after nail art. I don't have any swatches to do today because I don't have any new polish that has come in this week. Do you see the little bit of dead skin that I'm making sure is not going to stay there? There we go. That's better. Okay, let's get our cuticle oil. I've tried quite a few cuticle oils. I've talked about this one before. Mango Magic cuticle oil. I've tried the whole mixed vitamin E and jojoba oil thing, and it does not penetrate my skin as well. And my skin does not feel as hydrated as it does when I use this. So I went back to this. It has safflower seed oil, helianthus anise seed oil, jojoba oil, grape seed oil, aloe barbadensis leaf extract, fragrance, cocoa caprylate / caprate, tocopherol, mangifera indica, which is mango, seed butter, and tocopherol acetate. If you needed that information, now you have it. It just absorbs better and it smells nice. The other ones smell nice too, but I definitely have a preference for this one because it smells mangoey. And it's nice. Okay, I'm going to zoom you up a little closer and give you one last look before we call this stream quits. So let's do one of these. And we're going to adjust the light slightly. There we go. Okay. There we go. All juicy with cuticle oil. And on the other hand, voila. Okie dokie. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I appreciate all the viewers, lurkers, commenters, chatters, everybody, past, present, and future. Probably Fridays is seeming like a pretty good schedule for me. Not a guarantee, but the past 2 weeks it's worked, and I'm not anticipating anything next Friday that would prevent me from doing it then too. I don't think I'm going to stream before then, but you never know. There might be a whim that catches me, especially if this finger I end up deciding I want to add a better black background or something to it or whatever. I might choose to do that off stream. I might choose to do it on stream. I'm not exactly sure. So, I will see you when I see you. Let's see if there's anybody I want to like send you to, hosting wise, etc. If there's anybody available. Colette was on earlier playing Hollow Knight, I think. But I don't think she's on currently. I could be wrong. She's on. She's playing Unrailed. Okay, so I'm going to host her. What?
Big lag.
What did I do wrong? Does it have to be capitalized? Okay, let's try that. Host. Call it MSLP. Yes, yes, yes. Invalid username. That's annoying. Let's see if I can do it on my other chat settings here. Why is it saying an invalid name? It's infuriating. So that's really funky. I'm going to try it one more time. And if it doesn't go, then do I need the app first?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that I did. Nope. Okay. Well, if you want to watch Colette, she's on. I'm sure that it will host her after I leave. So I'm followed the normal process. It's very good night.